All right. So, guys, we are sitting at mine. We're in Melbourne and it's actually turned into a really nice day.
Beautiful day.
Like, what the hell? The weather is mint. It's peaking. It's like summer for 4 days. And then it's winter again on Friday, which is my birthday. But as I mentioned before, we do have a guest here who is sitting with me and her name is Silk. And Silk, welcome to sit with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Woohoo!
So excited.
So I gave the guys a brief rundown of who you are, where you're from, what you do, how we met. So we had a mutual friend, being Eddie or Edward, and he linked us up.
Yeah.
He linked us up. He thought it'd be fun, which it was fun, to get me on your YouTube, which, how long have you had your YouTube for?
I mean, a few months.
Okay, so it's relatively new.
Very, very new. Yeah, it's very new.
I came up with a new name when I was there because I actually, for some weird reason, I thought the name of her podcast, of her YouTube was Sip with Silks.
Yeah.
Sips with
Silk.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's Tipsy Pots.
It's Tipsy Pots. I got it so wrong. But then I was
That
like,
works too, though.
I really like Sips with Silk. Anyway, I went over to hers, which is in the north side. So you live in the north side?
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm going to say it's about 40 minutes from here. Am I the south side?
You're the south side. Yeah, it's probably took me 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
It's not too far.
I always think it's like ages away, but it's not that far.
It's not that far.
It's really not that far.
Yeah.
Like I need to stop thinking that. It's a really cool side of town if you're not from Melbourne, guys. The north is just super hip.
It's pretty trendy.
It's fucking cool. Like everyone's just so cool, and like the fashion's like I don't give a fuck, but everyone looks hot.
Yeah.
Like one of my best friends just moved over to Princess Hill.
Yeah, nice. Very
And
nice.
like she grew up in Ivanhoe, like real nice, and she's like then she moved to Elwood, and now she's on the north, and she's like her style really has changed.
Yeah, lots of black. You just
Lots of
ditch all your
black
colours.
and I mean I wear black very regularly, but hers is just very much I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like she used to
Love
be
that.
really like glam and like makeup
Yeah.
and really cared about what she would be leaving the house in.
Yeah.
Now, no, she does not care. And she looks great doing it. Like it actually suits her.
It is kind of nice. Like I'll go out and just not wear makeup.
Yeah, but you
sometimes,
also
or, like-
don't need makeup.
Thank you.
Like guys, if you haven't checked her
You're
out
like, she does
already,
need makeup.
no, like if you haven't checked her out already, go check out her Instagram and her TikToks. It's Silk Cartwright.
Yeah.
I did mention it before. She does not need makeup. She's a natural beauty.
Stop.
And I actually was watching something that you posted the other day about your skin.
My skin's so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm having a bit of a thing right now. I think I'm just purging again.
no, but it looks really
So,
good.
Thanks. Yeah, it's like dramatically
Improving.
gotten better. Yeah.
Wait, what are you doing again?
Just like retinol.
Oh, retinol. Not
Yeah.
like you're not doing like a gut cleanse or it's not
No.
necessarily natural. Well, I mean, retinol is not bad. Like retinol's great, guys. We always talk about retinol on the podcast. Like it's number one anti-aging. It's great
Yeah.
for breakouts. It is good for post-inflammatory pigment, but not if you're going in the sun.
Yeah.
So you just have to bring your SPF. And
I'm wearing my SPF. Yeah.
Oh, good girl.
Religiously.
very good.
But yeah, no, there's been no gut healing as of yet.
Okay.
I just honestly can't be bothered at the moment.
Okay.
I'll get there one day.
So let's confirm as well. How old are you, babe?
23.
Okay, she's a child.
baby.
She's a
I'm a
child. Like I know that 23 and then my age 28, 29 in 4. Well, by the time this episodes go live, I will be 29. But 23 is young. It really is. When I look back on 23-year-old Ella, I think about how different I was back then. How I thought I knew everything.
Yeah.
And how I thought I knew who I was and what I wanted and like the kind of person I wanted to be. But 23, you really don't know anything.
No, I know that I don't really know much.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of just going with it, just fumbling through the dark.
But 23 is a fun age.
It's super fun.
Because you can kind of do whatever. Like,
and just blame it on the fact that you're 23.
exactly. It's like,
I'm
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know.
I'm just, figuring shit out
I'm
for
like,
a few years.
I'm not going to do a gut cleanse for my skin.
No, you don't need to. You're only 23.
Eat Maccas and drink wine. Like,
Well, lucky you that you're so skinny you can drink Macca's. Drink wine and eat Macca's on a regular basis. I cannot do that.
I can do it every every hangover.
Yeah, see, I can't
Yeah.
even do hangovers anymore. That's
Oh,
a 23 thing too.
Yeah.
Hangovers get a lot worse as you get older.
Yeah, I'm really fearful of that because like I can't do them even now. Like
Yeah.
I'm really bad with drinking. It's just gonna get worse.
It's going to get a lot worse. I can confirm that for you because I'm shit.
Amazing.
When I'm hungover, I am a shell of a human. I'm a waste of space and I'm not leaving the house.
But you're like one of those, because some people are like, I can't spend the day doing nothing when I'm hungover. I'm
No.
going to get up and go for a walk and I'm going to make myself feel better.
No, I'm not that person.
Just let me wallow.
I am the person that stays in the bed all day with the blind shut.
Yeah, good.
Like,
same.
I ain't leaving. Uber
to
Eats.
rest.
Yeah. If I'm hungover, nothing is happening.
Yeah.
I actually probably won't even speak to anyone either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not looking at my phone.
As you should. Like, that's, I think, a good way to do it.
That's a real hangover.
Yeah.
That's a real
Yeah, if you're able to get up and, like, go get a bagel and, like, walk to the beach, like, you're not that hungover.
That's not. You're not.
You're not.
You're actually fine.
You're fine.
And you're just making shit up.
Yep.
But let's talk about your business. So, and let's also talk about, because I did explain to them that you're an influencer now. You're a TikToker. You also have your own business. So she's created her own business called By Silk. It's ceramics. If you guys haven't checked out as well on YouTube, you can. I wouldn't say I failed miserably. I was
Doing
actually,
pottery?
I was
You were
actually
pretty
okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually not terrible, but you can find the YouTube where we have a chat, we have a vodka martini. I was definitely tipsy by the time I
We had a couple of vodka martinis. Yeah. Like,
I was like very Asian glow on.
yeah, I was
and
pretty
Yeah,
drunk.
I was definitely up there too.
So if you want to go see us get drunk and chat about nonsense.
Yeah, we talked about maths and we talked about dating, and I guess we're going to talk about some similar things today, but it's going to be me asking her, which is kind of fun.
So excited.
So tell us about where you started, because you're a lot more known on TikTok.
Yeah, I think, I just started posting on TikToks pretty much when I started doing pottery in May 2021.
Wow.
And then
Is that COVID?
it was like just after COVID.
Okay.
And then we were out of lockdown for a few months and then we went back into lockdown for 2021. So there was a period where I went and did lessons and then I bought my own wheel and then we went back into lockdown. So I spent a lot of that year like in lockdown but doing it from home.
Cool.
So that's where that I will kind of And I'd finished my studies, so I had nothing to do except post TikToks.
And what did you study?
I did arts at Monash. Yeah.
So you've always been like into art.
Yeah. Well, that was like arts, like social science. So I did like sociology, like anthropology. So like humanities, not like fine arts, which is like drawing and painting and stuff. Yeah. So no, I've never really been like an artistic.
Like a creative.
Yeah. Like maybe somehow,
You've
but I
definitely
never
you've got to have some kind of interest.
Yeah.
You know,
but I never
something.
did it.
Okay.
So the pottery was kind of random.
Wow.
Super random, and I just loved it. And yeah, I started like gaining followers on TikTok. My pottery videos were going viral, and then I was private on Instagram for like 6 months after that. And then it was after I signed with management, they were like, you have to be on public. Like you can't like be on private and expect anything to happen. And I was like, that's true. I just like didn't know if I was ready to like.
Well, yeah, it's a big, because I used to be on private many years ago. Well, not many, maybe like 3-4 years ago. I was on private too, and it is a big thing. Like you're like fully public, like anyone can come on your profile. Yeah. They know who you are.
And I was always very, just because I was on private, it was just friends and stuff that I had on there that I was very, open about, like details about like, I didn't care if I posted about like where I lived, what coffee shops I go to and all that. And then I went public and within a few months I had like 100,000 followers. Wow. It's like a lot to fully change your whole, like how you post everything.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me, when I got my profile back from maths time, I had some old pics on my Instagram from my birthday in COVID, and it was like a carousel of photos of me holding flowers that people had posted to me. And since I came off maths, someone actually DM'd me being like, hey, Ella, just letting you know those photos with you and your flowers, your address is on there, on the little flowers. I was like, girl, thank you so much for telling me.
Like, how did she see that?
Well, she's like, people will look for that stuff. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Like this tiny little address in the corner of a picture of me holding flowers. Like, thank you, whoever you are. But yeah, it is wild that you do have to be careful. You don't necessarily think
Yeah.
about little things that could tell a lot out there in the real world.
Yeah, and even like with like my friends, like say for example when me and my two best friends moved into our apartment in the north side of Melbourne, there, you know, we had some girls over and they're like posting like us and our new balcony, and like up the street it says what street, like it's got the address like written on one of their houses, and we were all taking photos and realised that that was in the background, and it was like, okay, well no one can post any of those photos because that's got like me in it and tagged and like the address of where we live like right in the background. And then all my friends were like, oh, that's so strange that we have to be careful about that stuff. And I was like, yeah, it is weird. It's really weird.
But, you know, you're gorgeous, you're young, you have to do everything at all costs to protect your safety.
Exactly. And there are some creeps out there.
There are some hella creeps, and we will get there, because I remember last time we had a chat, we touched on some creepy messages, and I cannot wait to get there again.
Oh, gosh.
But so you would TikTok viral, you're making TikToks at home, and that's where you kind of like built this, I guess, profile. And guys, I said this in outfit when I first met you as well, like her TikToks are fucking hot. Like she's sitting there in like a little singlet, a little bike shorts, and she's slamming clay on what is it? A wheel, a spinning table basically. She's slamming clay, and like clay's like slowly like splattering on her, and it's hot.
It's a whole thing.
Like it is so sexual and like satisfying to watch, because she edits it as well, so you can see the journey of her making the pottery or the ceramics or whatever you call them. And she's gone viral right now on TikTok. Viral. Like no one has ever seen, well, I had never seen such a thing of this young, like exotic, gorgeous looking chick fucking making pottery look that hot. And then was there like one particular video that just popped off?
There was certainly like a period of maybe like 6 months where like a lot of videos would get like 20 million views. 10
What?
million views. Yeah.
Wait, I had no idea, because to Sit With Us fam, they know that I am absolute TikTok rookie.
Yeah, right.
I'm on Instagram. I don't know anyone famous. I don't know anyone's names. 20 million views that's a shit ton.
Like, a lot, yeah. So there was definitely like a time period where the algorithm just loved me, I guess.
Like how come that video got 20 million views, but if you made basically the same one right now, would it get the same?
No, it wouldn't. I don't know.
It's like back then it was trending maybe because it's like a new thing that TikTok hadn't seen.
Yeah, I think so. I think it may be that, and I think also where I was doing it was my dad's shed. It was like nice lighting and like wood in the background, and
Wow.
I think TikTok recognizes when like something goes viral, and then you post pretty much the same video but change it a bit.
Right.
That will go viral. But then I moved up to the city and I moved studios, and it was like new era.
I just don't get TikTok, man.
I don't either. It's
the young ones. It's the young 23-year-olds that are killing it and that are going viral on TikTok. And then there's me trying to do a get ready with me, because I'm like, yeah, this will be cool. And it fails miserably.
So mine fail miserably too. Like get shadow banned all the time. Like,
wait, what does that mean?
Like sometimes the algorithm just doesn't show your videos to anyone. Like I'll post something and get like 2,000 views overnight instead of, I don't know.
Okay, there is so much I don't know about TikTok.
It's just a kind of luck of the draw, I think.
Apparently Snapchat's coming back, guys.
Really?
I mean, I never got rid of it because I don't really know why. It's just always been there. But apparently Snapchat's coming back.
I feel like Snapchat is for the youngins, and I mean like the teens.
So what am I? Totally not. I definitely shouldn't be on it then.
Are you on it?
Well, like I have it. I'm not on it. Like I've done a few stories.
Are you like a public on it?
Yeah, public.
Oh, right.
Yeah, apparently you can be a public it's like TikTok.
Wow.
They're like doing the same thing as TikTok.
Yeah, right. Well, I had Snapchat, and I started doing this thing for like a year where I would, because all my friends like stopped using it. We wouldn't send each other stuff anymore.
Same.
But I would sometimes, especially usually when I had a few drinks, and I would like film like a little kind of like video diary to myself, or like I'll just like film something and then just like save it, and then you get the Snapchat memories. Like I like getting those. So I get one from like a year ago of me like doing something like whatever, and then I did it recently, but I was really, really drunk, and I was
yes, we love these.
Yeah, and I was sitting on the toilet.
Oh my God.
I'd gotten home. and I wasn't like naked or anything, but I was peeing, like you can hear me peeing, and I just start like rambling about like I don't even know, and it went for about 30 seconds, and I woke up in the morning and I had messages from all these people going, Silk, you accidentally put something on your story. And because on Snapchat the save button is right next to the add to story button, and I was so drunk that I just put it on my story, and people that I haven't spoken to in years are replying going, you should probably delete that
and
right
see,
now.
that's the scary thing as well. And, you know, Dom and I have chatted about this. It was actually in our first episode back of this year. You know, there was drama across New Year's, drug shaming, people accidentally putting something on the story.
Yeah.
And it's scary.
Yeah.
Because once it's up there, even if it's just for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Someone's going to see it and someone's going to screenshot it. And it is so scary that, like, even then you could have said something, you know.
I couldn't actually watch it because I just, I was
mortified.
Yeah, I was so hungover, and then I just deleted it, and I saw that 2 people had screen recorded it.
Oh my God, no.
So I looked through, and thankfully, like, no one that I know uses Snapchat anymore.
Yeah.
So I think only like 50 people saw it.
Okay.
And the 2 people that screen recorded it were my roommates. So like my best friends.
Oh, okay. So that's okay.
I was like, okay, that's all good. But I was messaging people going like, what did I say? And they were like, don't worry. And I thought I'd been talking about like a boy.
Yeah.
Naturally, like that's what I would do. But they were like, no, you said something about how you have to go to a meeting at 12, but you're really drunk and it didn't make any sense and you're non-coherent, like coherent. So
okay.
It was all good.
So it was all good.
It was fine, but it was like peeing the whole time. It was like trickling. It was just embarrassing.
I mean, you know, there's,
like,
there's
not
definitely
good.
worse things that could happen.
Yeah.
And I feel like as well, Snapchat, my contacts are all boys from like high school days because Snapchat was so like X-rated. We'd send, I mean, I was never one that would send nudes, but guys would always send me the nudes on Snapchat.
Right.
Like dick pics, unsolicited dick pics, flat, like left, right and centre.
Wow.
Flat stick. But not now. God, no.
Could you imagine?
God, no. I haven't even received one since I came off the show.
If you're a boy and you're one of Ella's Snapchat friends, send her a dick pic.
Please don't send me a dick pic. I don't even know who my Snapchat friends are, but it's a scary place down there. Social media is a scary fucking place. But let's also talk about your business. So I wanted, because I was curious to know, when you were making these TikToks and you decided to start pottery and you know, you loved it, obviously. Then how did it turn into a business? Because it's risky, right?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't so like risky. I was still working like part-time at a bakery and like living at home with my parents. But I started wanting to sell the pieces I was making. And I was just making cutesy little like jewelry dishes and cups and mugs and things like that. And it didn't cost that much to start a business. Like it definitely cost like a few $1,000s, but I didn't have to I could do it all from home.
Yeah, right.
Like I was doing it in my bedroom. You know, I was like packing orders from my bedroom and things like that. But definitely when I moved up to the city out of home, that was a risk because I thought if I'm going to move, if I'm going to rent a studio, like I'm going to do it full time. I'm going to put everything into it and not get another job. And that was sort of stressful.
So where did you move from?
From like Frankston South.
Right, okay. Frankston South, just so that you guys know, from where we are now is probably like an hour?
Yeah.
Maybe 50 minutes?
50 minutes-ish, like Mornington Peninsula, that sort of area.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, when I moved up here, I wasn't doing like the social media side of it as much, but I just started making heaps of vases and cups and was like, I'm going to make a living selling ceramics. And I quickly realized that that's not like a viable option. It takes so long for like very, very, very minimal profit. So
how much does it cost to actually buy the clay and like do all of that and then sell one? Like what? What are you looking at?
The clay's pretty cheap. Like the clay's probably the cheapest part, but it's getting it fired.
Oh.
So it has to go in the kiln twice, and then glazes are pretty expensive. So if I was going to make like a big batch of cups and it would take me a few weeks to make them and then they have to go in the kiln twice, it might cost like $300.
Wow.
Just for the kiln, and then I might sell them and make $600. So I've actually only made a few $100s of like a few weeks' work, and it just wasn't. And then sometimes it wouldn't sell. Like not everyone is in the market for handmade ceramic things. So
yeah, it's a very unique or niche talent and market, I would say.
the market's very niche, and it's pretty oversaturated in Melbourne especially with
Really?
with like little cups and things like that.
Yeah.
You can get them everywhere.
I saw that you did a light. I thought that was really fucking cool.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm moving into more now. I'm doing more
Cool.
like bigger sculptural pieces that, are more one-off.
Yeah.
And then like a bit more expensive, but
Yes.
just they're more, I don't know, they're more me.
Yeah, I think
But the
that's
lights are-
really
yeah,
cool.
I
And
love
there was
the
a
lights.
coloured one that you did.
A coloured light?
No, a ceramic.
Oh, sculpture?
Sculpture.
Like a big blue
Was it
one?
blue one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was really sick as well.
Yeah.
Like they were just really different.
Yeah, so that's going to be my sort of style from
Okay,
now on. Is like
cool.
bigger sculptural pieces, a bit more high end.
Yeah, nice. That's exciting.
It is exciting. Yeah.
So you've been doing it for how long now?
Full time, just nearly a year.
Wow.
Yeah, like as my
Full
like job.
time.
Full time.
That is wild. And then
Yeah.
how did you get into like the Instagram?
I started getting little offers from just clothing brands and stuff. Start of last year, and then it was probably the week that I started with a management agency that I got an offer to do a collection with Pepper Mayo.
Oh,
Which
cool.
was like a pretty huge thing. They wanted me to design a whole line.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah, so that was kind of like one of the first things I got.
Pepper
which
Mayo
was-
is great.
It was amazing.
I
Like, an
have to
amazing
say, I love
opportunity.
Pepper Mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great online shop. I bought that much stuff from that website. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
I've like been shopping with them since I was probably
Yeah.
14. So
Yeah.
that was crazy that was, I mean, I'm super lucky that was one of my first kind
Yeah.
of brand deals was like my own.
Wow. But they obviously
Collection.
liked your vibe. And that's the thing, like, you know, Dom and I have also spoken about this on the potty, just with brands and, you know, edits and collaborations and deals. Like for a brand to reach out to you who is a self-made social media person
Yep.
from TikTok to then Instagram, like for a brand like that big to reach out to you, to want you to have your own edit is a really big deal.
Yeah.
And as well being so young.
Yeah.
Like that's
And
a massive
new,
deal.
So new to it. Like I
So
think I only
new.
had like 15,000 Instagram followers
Oh
at
my
that point. Like,
gosh, that is wild.
yeah, it was really, really wild. And then that was sort of when I was like, okay, if I move out, then I can probably do this full time.
Wow.
Now I am, and it's great.
It's so
love
cool. That's amazing. So you're
Yeah.
doing both your ceramics and then social media.
Yeah.
Because I know last time you said that you were doing or you did a Uniqlo.
Yeah, I did a campaign with them.
That's really cool because
Yeah.
love Uniqlo as well. Like super affordable. The quality is so good.
Yeah.
I've literally bought my puffer jackets from Uniqlo for years, like since uni days.
Yeah.
And did you do cotton on?
I went like on a trip with Cotton On.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so
That was
cool.
earlier last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've already worked with really big brands.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, super lucky.
And, you know, it just goes to show, guys, and this is what I like since coming into this industry and being on social media and seeing influencers, you know, there's so many influencers.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like that's just like the thing of our age and our generation is like everyone wants to be an influencer, right? Everyone's trying to be an influencer. Some are just given an opportunity and it happens. I speak for myself and for Dom as well. And then some, you know, you've got a talent. I guess it was fluke, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was definitely fluke.
absolutely. I didn't work for years up to a certain point, but I guess, I mean, yeah, it was sort of a fluke. I guess you can have a video go viral on TikTok and that's that. But I kind of saw that as an opportunity and was like, I'm just gonna keep pushing
Yeah.
down that path, and yeah, it's like really worked out for me.
Oh my God. See, that's
Bit of
just so,
both.
it's so wild when like I hear people just saying, yeah, I put a TikTok up, went viral, next minute, like don't have to work in what I was doing 9 to 5. And it's
Yeah.
just like opens all these
crazy.
doors from posting a freaking TikTok that goes for, I don't know, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Like, hey, my
So
life's
wild.
changed. I now like do ceramics and social media and
Yeah.
like look cute all the time. Like, like it's just so mind blowing.
Me summed up.
Like it's just the internet. The internet is a crazy
It's
place.
Wild.
It really is crazy.
Wild.
And I think it's so cool though that people can actually change their life unintentionally or intentionally through these platforms. And I've seen that TikTok might be getting banned or something. I'm seeing it on the news.
People are saying that. Yeah, that's a bit scary.
It is a bit scary. I have seen it on the news, but I think that's also why Snapchat might be coming back.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, I have this theory. Like I've been told Snapchat's coming back. Hasn't been said why.
You got an inside
But
source.
yeah, I do have an inside source.
Right.
And I'm telling
Okay.
everyone, download Snapchat. So I'm like, I don't know. Something's happening. Look, I could be terribly wrong, but time will tell. And we will see soon.
And there'll always be a new app. There'll always be like
I
the
know.
next thing.
Yeah, Instagram, I think, is... Look, Instagram's definitely had its fun.
Yeah.
And I feel I do love Instagram. I think it's a great platform, but I have a weird feeling that it may be fizzling.
Yeah, I think it's definitely in that process.
I think it might be fizzling, guys. And I don't know what's next. There's always another one.
Yep.
And then when the new one comes out, you kind of look back and you're like, oh, Instagram, like MySpace.
Oh, gosh.
Even Facebook.
I never had MySpace.
Oh, my God, what? You didn't have Okay, now I feel really old.
I wasn't allowed any of that stuff, though.
Oh, okay.
I was probably like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was like 12 or 13 when I had it.
Yeah.
Very young to be having a profile where you can write things and be friends with boys on there. But let's talk about boys in social media.
I love boys.
Yeah.
Social media.
So you're single.
I'm so single.
You're so single. Okay, let's define what does that even mean?
Like,
Because I see when someone says I'm so single, it means they haven't dated, they can't find anyone to date or hook up with, and they're just kind of over it.
well, okay, maybe I'm not like.
I feel like you're not so single.
but
I think you're just single and you're
I think
having.
I'm just like burnt out of
Oh,
the whole dating thing. But no, I've been going on dates and
how long have you been single for?
like fully single.
Fully? Wait, what's the difference?
Like boyfriend
Well, yeah, full single.
since like June last year.
Okay, June last year. Okay, so you're nearly coming up to a year.
Yeah, and then I had kind of like a crazy turbulent on and off sort of thing for a few months.
Like a situationship,
Yeah.
but sounds a bit crazier than your standard.
Yeah. It was a lot. Yeah.
Oh.
So that was probably like over like 4 months
On and off.
on and off.
Drainer.
Yeah. I think
you-
I've told you about.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think I remember this person. So you had you were in a relationship for how long?
Well, so I was in a relationship for like 2.5 years, and then I ended that at the very start of last year.
Wow.
And then I was with someone for quite soon after,
Oh.
for like 6 months. And then I got dumped, which we love.
Mm,
And then, yeah, I've been like single since then,
okay.
pretty much.
Wow.
But definitely, having my fun.
Having your fun. And what's your take on dating in Melbourne?
It's really hard to date in Melbourne because it's very like
Everyone knows
it's
everyone.
very incestuous.
Yeah.
Like everyone has
Everyone's
slept
hooked up with everyone.
Everyone.
Like,
And that might sound dramatic, but if you're
No.
from Melbourne, like it's like I imagine it's like what dating in Bondi is kind of like
I think so.
everyone's slept with everybody.
I think that Bondi would be very much the same. And the Gold Coast, that's like Palm Beach. It's like
Yeah.
whatever, Mermaid,
Burley.
whatever they're
I
called.
don't
I don't
know.
know Queensland.
I don't know about
But
Queensland.
I feel like every state probably feel the same way about
Yeah.
their own little like city or town or whatever it might be. It's very much everyone's hooked up with everyone.
Yeah.
You go on a date with a guy, there's a mutual friend, and somehow they have hooked up with someone. It does always happen.
Always happen, or like you get someone's Instagram and it's like, oh, cool, so you're friends with my ex-boyfriend, or like, oh, I know your ex-girlfriend. Or
Yeah.
it's so hard to find someone that you don't have any connections with, but then you find someone where you don't have any mutuals, and you're like, well, you could be crazy, and I would have no idea.
And you can't like contact a mate being like, what's the DL with
exactly.
this person?
So there's like it's lose-lose.
yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a bit lose-lose.
Yeah.
And do you think since, I guess, getting a profile and becoming a lot more known, has that changed a lot? Like
Yeah,
the
I feel
whole-
like if anything, it's a bit harder to date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Like 100% harder, because I feel like now I only trust if I have mutual friends with someone, if I know them through someone or I meet them out in a very organic way. Whereas like I'm on the apps, but
You're on the apps with an S. How many apps are you on, doll?
well, actually just Hinge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and like Raya, but I don't use that.
Oh, she's on Raya, guys. She's on Raya. For those who don't know, Raya is a dating app for celebrities only.
It's not for celebrities.
Isn't it?
No, there's so many like marketing people and like
You have to be someone.
I think you just have to be like you have to apply and get.
My brother's on it. I don't know how he got
really?
on that. I don't know. I'm like, bro, what?
Heaps of my friends are on it that are just
Okay, so anyone can go on it.
yeah.
Because I've had friends go on Raya who live in like LA and they're literally going on dates with genuine, like, you got to sign NDA.
Oh, there are like full on celebrities
like
on
that
it.
is wild.
And it's really fun to just scroll through them, but it's not like anything's actually going to happen.
Have you gone on a date with a famous person?
Yeah, but
Can you
not
say
from
who it
Raya.
is? Oh, well, that's okay.
No, I can't say.
Damn it. See, I don't have any juicy goss. Like, I know that, like, our Sit With Us fam, we've got a Facebook group with 20,000 plus members, and everyone's like, what's your dating life going? Like, what's happening? My dating life is really, it's not that exciting very often. You know, they all met me on maths, got married, whatever, big what. Then I was heartbroken for a while, and then I did it again in UK. So dating, I guess, since you have become a public figure in a way, you don't trust as easy. It's harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's almost easier if someone's got, that you kind of can understand, but then they're the sort of people that I would go, ew, I don't want to date you.
And I have had these thoughts exactly.
Yeah.
Since coming off the show, this sounds so fucking lame, but I'm going to say it. Since getting a blue tick, I made a rule to myself after I went to London and dated that guy Miles from Made in Chelsea. I said to myself, blah, 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 blah. I said to myself, no more blue tick boys. Blue tick boys are bad news because I was like you as well. When I first came off the show, I was kind of like, cool, okay. Like, this could be fun.
Yeah.
I started hanging out with some blue tick boys and yeah, it was cool to meet these people and be in their company, and you kind of feel a little bit, I don't know, like someone for a second.
Yeah.
Right? It's all exciting and you're having fun. You might hook up and then you go home and you're kind of like, oh, okay. But I actually think the guys with the blue ticks, you can't trust a lot more.
Yeah, right.
Like, they're not as genuine. They just want to do a story with you. Or they just want to be seen with you.
See, the one that I was seeing, he was definitely not like that. He was like, doesn't use his, like, is on social media but doesn't use it, like, insanely private, like, did not want any.
Was he like an athlete?
No, he's in the film.
Oh, yes.
It's all clicking.
It's clicking. Okay. Yeah, I guess it is different.
There is different. Like, I honestly haven't really gone out with any blue tick boys. Yeah, I definitely could try and keep it like, this sounds so lame, but like north side.
North side blue tickers, are you out there?
No, not blue tickers, just like people with like just mutual friends, I guess.
People that you know.
Yeah, but then I've started to realise, I think that they kind of think that I'm a bit cringe, you know? They're like,
what?
She's on TikTok, like.
Right, because they're north
You're
siders.
like famous or something. I'm like, no, but just.
But like who cares?
Who cares? It's just my job. Like,
but the Northies, I feel like they definitely would be more of that kind of opinion.
I know, and then I love that about them. It's just I'm kind of impossible. Like, I'm not helping myself at all, you know, not doing myself any favors.
But that's okay because you're 23, doll.
Yeah.
You've got so much time to have fun. And we had this conversation last time. 23 is the best age to just have fun. I don't really drink that much anymore as much as like I used to now that I'm getting older. I just like
you're not
it's the hangovers though. The hangovers are just not a vibe. And I used to like pair drinking when I was your age, like when I was in a really unhealthy place with myself and like my relationship with food and my body. Like I used to just get hammered every weekend, go out, pick up guys. Like it was a really unhealthy place for me. So I think now just as I'm like older, I choose to drink very carefully, but it is my birthday month, so April I'm gonna be having some fun.
Absolutely,
yeah,
you should.
Like every single weekend, I think it's my time to have a bit of fun.
It is your time, and then I think also when you're like turning 39, you'll be like, oh, I can't believe I thought I was old when I was 29.
I know.
You know?
It is pretty crazy.
You are in your 20s.
Yeah, I know. It's my last year in my 20s.
Yeah, and just then get absolutely hammered.
Get hammered. Let's get lit.
You heard it here first.
Well, unfortunately, I've had to. Well, today's the day where I have to decide if I'm cancelling my birthday because the weather's changed.
What were you planning for it?
I was like, I had this full outdoor picnic, like catered.
Oh, okay.
And it's like classic Melbourne. It's summer for the next 4 days, and then my birthday, it's rain. So yeah, I'm going to decide at the end of day today if I'm going to cancel. I know, a bit sad. Don't really have a backup option. Probably just going to do something like here at my house and just something really relaxed because it's Easter. It's a long weekend. Everyone's going away.
That's so true. Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, can I be bothered? Is it really worth doing? Do I really need to do it? But then all my friends are like, Ella, you should celebrate.
You should celebrate regardless.
Yeah, because I didn't actually celebrate my birthday in Melbourne last year. I celebrated in Sydney because it was just off after the show. Mm-hmm. Have you been watching the new MAFS? Oh, you have?
Yeah.
See, I missed the reunion. I've got to watch it tonight. I know because Dom is currently in the jungle.
Yeah.
So I watched that last night because it was at the same time.
See, I watched it last night and then my housemate got home this morning and put it on. So I've seen it twice.
Oh, okay.
I've watched it twice.
I've seen all the snippets and it looks pretty toxic. So I'm excited to kind of see what's...
It's definitely toxic. We were definitely like yelling and laughing.
Oh my God, no way. So we had Harrison on the podcast.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet.
Yeah, it was pretty out there. Good. It was pretty, look, our Sit With Us fam didn't love that we had him. Mm-hmm. And that is okay. Yep. You know, we can't please everyone. It was very controversial to have him as a guest.
Yes.
But he had reached out to Dom and Dom was chatting with some of the MAFS participants. And at the time, Harrison was obviously there was just a shit show. Like it was just nuts. Like he is just something else. He's something else.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that it popped off the episode. You know, everybody wanted to tune into it. We went from I think 200 on the charts to 5.
Wow.
So clearly everybody really wanted to see what he had to say.
Yeah.
But, you know, we also do have this platform where we want to give the right people a platform to share, I don't know, their side of the story.
Yeah.
And, our loyal listeners weren't as happy as Larry about that. And it kind of caused a bit of a ruckus in the Facebook group.
I think I might be in the Facebook group.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Yeah, it was scary in there.
Wow.
It was scary in there.
Scary
Our poor
time.
moderator, saved the day. She's probably still saving the day in there.
Yeah.
Because the episode did a lot. But yeah, the MAFS is it's over.
Yeah. Who was your favourite?
As a couple, Ollie and Tani.
Yeah.
Bless them. Yeah. They're so cute, genuine, and adore him. I think he's really fucking cute.
Ollie, he's hilarious.
He's hilarious. But I'm gonna have to say Melinda.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, yeah. Melinda and Leighton.
Yeah.
I actually think that might be my favourite.
Yeah.
As a couple.
As a couple, yes. I just don't know if they're going to last.
Yeah. Leighton really grew on me though.
Same.
By the end of it, I was like, it's quite hot.
I was like, wait, where is this person coming from? Hang on a second, Leighton, is that you? Melinda?
Literally.
And they're a boss ass team, but I just don't know if they're going to survive.
Mm.
But they are still together.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh, wow.
They're still together.
See, I feel like they probably made it through the worst. You know, the show's aired and they're still together.
They have made it through the hardest part because then they'll get their Instagrams back in, I'd say, 4 weeks.
Oh, right.
And then
it just kind of goes even more, you know, they can talk
Well,
about.
yeah, then they can go on their stories and talk about real things.
Oh, my God. So the drama's not even over yet.
No.
I'm so excited.
That's what happened with our season. It was as soon as we got our Instagrams back, it was literally chaos.
All hell broke loose.
Chaos. Even last year, I remember when I was in Bali, at the end of last year on my little Zen retreat, there was still madness, and that was October last year.
Oh, my God. Such a...
It's a very long time of drama because now people are going to come off the show being like, this is what happened. This is what happened.
Really happened.
This is, And then people start lying. People start hooking up with each other. You know, we've got Cam sending dick videos to Taylor. Yeah. I don't know. This season was a bit messy.
It was.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
That's what we want.
That's what we want.
Yeah, wild. This season of MAFS, absolutely nuts. Are you watching anything else? Are you
I have just started Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, see, I don't watch it. Dom loves it.
I just started it like 3 days ago.
Okay.
And I'm up to season 3 already. So I'm,
Whoa.
I can watch TV, like I can binge watch
Yeah.
really well.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I always end up working. Like if my laptop's next to me, I always end up like pulling it out and working.
Can't relate at all.
Like I just can't sit there and I just can't do it.
Can't like switch off.
I did that with Sex Life.
Okay.
I just watched the new season.
I haven't seen the second one.
The first one was amazing.
Really? I just thought it was like, they were just such terrible actors.
I mean, yes. But you know the main
Terrible.
chick and the Aussie are actually together?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're actually together.
Well, that's kind of cute.
Apparently she left her real husband for him in real life when they were filming. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know, it's actually pretty gnarly. And yeah, season 2 was just a bit weird. It's not as good as season 1.
Yeah.
But anyway, everyone can make their own opinions on that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just giving you my 2 cents. I didn't think season 2 was as good. But,
Okay, well, I'm definitely not going to watch it.
oh.
Yeah.
Are you watching Love Island or?
Yes. Oh my God. So it's been like a really lovely time where there's been like Love Island every night and maths most nights.
Yeah.
And now me and my housemate, we're a bit lost. Like what?
There's nothing
what
on.
do we watch?
Well, I'm a Celebrity is on 4 nights a week.
Yep.
So it's
I've never watched that.
Oh, you haven't? It's
No.
actually a great show.
Yeah.
It's basically just like a bunch of celebrities who have to do crazy challenges.
Yeah.
Like last night, Dom had to walk out on a plank, I guess you could say. I don't know how fucking tall, but very fucking tall. Had to walk out. Maybe it was like 6 meters, 7 meters to get like the boarding pass to then go into the jungle.
Yeah.
But it was like very high
Oh, and just like on a.
on a skinny plank.
What happens if she fell off?
Well, she's like,
she's hot.
she's harnessed up.
Oh, okay.
She's not going to die.
Yeah. It's like. Oh.
But like still, you're literally walking on a very skinny plank that only your 2 feet can fit on.
Yeah. Right.
And outside of that, you can just see drop.
And they have to eat bugs and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
And
Yeah.
like go into like a box, like a wooden box underground in pitch black full of snakes.
Oh.
Like there's some pretty crazy shit that she's going to be doing,
Yeah.
but she's a country gal. Like she will smash it.
Yeah.
But you should watch it.
Yeah. Is it on?
It's on tonight. So
Yeah.
it's on
I'll give it a
from
crack.
Sunday to Thursday, 7:30. Like last night went for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, right.
It's a long watch, but it is really good. And there's some other famous people. I mean, I don't know who they were.
Yeah. Who's on it?
Woody, he's from radio here.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yep. Carrie Ann, Dickie. Oh, and there's one international celebrity from Geordie Shore, Nathan.
Oh my
The
God. I
dark guy.
feel like I should know.
He's hilarious,
Oh,
really tall,
Nathan.
beautiful. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah, yeah.
him.
He's gay.
Yeah, he's gay. Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
like Nathan and Chloe. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I know Nathan.
So he's the guest celeb, the
Okay, that's
international
kinda
celebrity.
cool.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
He couldn't complete the task fully last night because he was very scared of the heights. So they like allowed for him to go halfway.
Oh my God.
You actually should watch it.
Yeah, I actually might.
Yeah, no, it's now that there's nothing else on TV, I'm a Celeb has come in at a good time.
Yeah.
It's on Channel 10 where like, you know, pushing because you got to vote.
Mm-hmm.
You got to vote, I think, to keep them on.
I like that it's all like happening right now.
Yeah, it's like 6 hours behind. It's
Yeah,
basically
that's
live.
good. Yeah.
So yeah, she's in the jungle right now, and it's pretty wild. And she'll be there hopefully until the end, which is like 5 weeks.
Wow.
No phone. She's having a full like digital
It'll be, like,
detox.
Amazing. Like, that'll feel
I know.
So good.
I wish.
Bit jealous.
I am jealous. I wish I could have a genuine digital detox, like get off the grid and just not look at my phone, not have to be on social media. Like it's so nice to do.
Yeah.
I used to do it all the time. So
I'm going to a music festival this weekend, so that'll be like 3 or 4 days of
what's
no
on?
phone. It's called Innovarnica.
Never heard of
Very
it.
like it's pretty small. It's just kind of like a bush duffy sort of.
Like a north side
I know,
vibe.
Gross.
No, I'm all about them.
But yeah, it's
I am all about them. And did you go to pitch?
I did. I went to pitch for like 2 days because my best friend's filming a documentary. So she had like we all got free tickets and I snuck into their glamping tent. Oh. So that was good. But we were just like walking around with this big film crew. People were like, Silk, are you working here? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically working on a doco.
And like just crew. Yeah.
And so what is this doco?
She's filming First Nations DJs like over the years.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's actually sick.
It's really, really cool. Yeah, she's
Oh my
awesome.
Gosh, that's so dope. So pitch is like, I went once to the first, maybe I went twice. I think I went to the first year and then another year. super hectic. You're in the middle of nowhere, dancing in dust. Like everyone's pretty lit.
Yes.
It's quite a unique crowd. As best as I can put it, if you're not from Melbourne, it's basically just like really hectic techno, but like dark techno at night. It can get really dark. And there's a lot of people like on illicit drugs.
Yep.
They're, it's psychedelics, I would say, kind of like trippy, acid, mushrooms, excessive amounts of alcohol.
Yep.
Some people aren't as safe. Like people take things, unfortunately, to the next level at these kind of music festivals. But I did hear that this year was a lot better than any other year.
It was a lot of a younger crowd. It was very like Beyond the Valley sort of crowd. Yeah. So, I mean, I felt sort of old being there, which is
oh my God, then I'd feel ancient.
Which is like really wild.
Yeah.
They were like, what are you doing here? And I was like, what are you doing here? You're a baby.
Yeah.
Like my little cousins.
Oh my God, really?
I was like, this is so bizarre.
Yeah. I felt old at Beyond the Valley because everybody was like 18.
Yeah.
I did feel like a bit of a cool mum being there. I was like, I'm the cool mum, even though my friend's mum was actually there.
Oh my God.
Like she was rocking out, which was pretty funny.
Love that for her though.
And I noticed you have like a Diamante on your tooth.
Yeah, I get tooth gem.
What?
I got that so long ago and I just...
Did I not notice that last time?
I might have had it after I saw you.
So you have a tooth gem. She has a gem on her tooth, guys.
It's a little...
I actually saw someone recently. Oh, my nail tech. She had one too.
Yeah, they're pretty popular.
And it stays on for like a year and a half.
Well, I've just kind of been waiting for it to come off, but apparently you have to go to the dentist if you want it taken off.
Yeah,
like,
that's what she was saying.
I don't go to the dentist,
What?
much. I mean, I haven't been in like a few years.
You should definitely go to the dentist.
I know. Well, yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
I went, because I was going to get like some veneers.
Pardon me?
So because I have 2 veneers from when I
Really?
was like 13. Yeah, those 2.
Oh, wow.
Because my natural teeth are really tiny. So I went to get a consult to get my veneers like just replaced. And then they looked and they were like, oh, you're all good. I was like, okay, guess I'm not going to the dentist then.
Well, I
I
will
will.
go to the dentist a lot more consistently because I also used to go like every sort of 3-4 years.
Yeah.
And then when I went last time, they were like, I think every 6 months.
Really?
I was like, every 6 months? Wait, what? That's like very, very, very routine.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for
that's a
every
lot,
6
yeah.
months. And I'm still like, I know I'm 23, but I still kind of feel like, I don't want to pay for the dentist. Like, that's something my mum and dad should be paying for.
I wish.
No? But
Mum.
that's just not the case.
It's definitely not the case.
Too old for that.
I feel like once you move out of home and once you're usually above the age of, for me, it was around 18.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, now you take care of everything.
You do it yourself.
You do it all yourself.
Absolutely.
If you want to be healthy, if you want to have all the things, you can pay for it yourself.
Yeah. Like, I don't have health insurance yet, which I know is stupid and I need to
Yeah,
get
look,
onto
you
it.
probably
but-
should have health insurance, babe. I would say, just in case.
Just in case.
Because you never know.
Yeah.
You just never know.
I know I will definitely regret it if something happens.
I mean, I used to have, when I had the basics cover, I used to always go to my Mayo and still had to pay full price because I didn't know that Mayo's was like a specialty.
See, I don't get anything like that.
Oh.
Like, I don't go...
Like you don't go to a Mayo?
No, I don't go to like a physio or a chiro or...
Oh, dude, I go there
Barely
fortnightly.
go to the dentist. So
Must
I'm
be
like,
a 29-year-old thing. Because I'm at the chiro, the Mayo, the osteo.
What's a myo?
Mayo is like muscle and bone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely should though. I have such like a bad back.
Yeah, I have a bad everything.
I just don't take care of my health. Apparently, I'm like, I'm not doing a gut cleanse. I'm not like going to the dentist. I'm not
She's
going
just
to the chiro.
a walking goddess who doesn't need any fixing.
I need fixing. I'm just
And
not
here's
doing
me,
it.
gut cleanse, osteo, chiro,
I'm just like
fucking this,
really
that.
not taking care of myself very well.
You get to eat
apparently.
Maccas and I don't. Like, who are you? Why don't I get to live this life? Take me back to 23.
I'm a mess on the inside. Don't
So
worry.
when are you 24?
December 30th.
Oh my God, are you a Saggy?
No, Capricorn.
Oh,
Yeah.
how did I get that wrong? You're a Capricorn.
I'm a rising Sagittarius.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I like
I don't really
Saggies.
know anything about
I mean, look,
that.
yeah, I used to know a lot more about star signs, but I kind of stopped being too invested because I'm actually dating someone at the moment. The listeners do know.
Yep.
They don't know who he is or anything like that. I've been
Yeah.
doing some cheeky soft launches, but he's actually a Pisces,
Okay.
which is the total opposite of what I am supposed to be compatible with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like once it starts giving you the news that you don't want to hear, you're like, well, maybe
Exactly right.
horoscopes aren't very like, we don't need them.
Yeah, and I was always so like I loved reading my star signs. If I met a
Yeah.
guy and I knew what his star sign was, I loved reading about the compatibility and
Yeah.
kind of fantasizing on the idea. But since this person who I am now dating and I
Yeah.
am now with, I'm like, well, it's literally fire and water.
Okay, so you're just like not meant to
It's
be.
just no. Like every aspect of us two, whether it's communication, morals,
Right.
like activities, interests, apart from sex,
Yeah.
like on the compatibility
But
ratings.
are you compatible
Well-
in those areas? Like, do you communicate well and stuff?
Well, we do. That's the thing. Like
Yeah,
we
right.
do.
So it's like,
Yeah.
well, isn't rising how you present yourself to the world?
Well, I actually don't know what my rising is.
Maybe look at that, because I think that's that's how you present to other people. So maybe both of your risings are compatible, but on the inside,
That's
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You know what? I'm going to look into that because I was like, well, we're totally opposites.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes we have our moments and then I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's seeping through sometimes. Because I am fire. Like, I am a true Aries.
Yeah. Is he
Absolutely.
pretty like chill?
I wouldn't say so. I would not say he's like super chill. I think Pisces are like, they're emotional.
Yeah.
You know, I've got some Pisces girlfriends. Dom is a Pisces girl.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
She cries a lot.
Yeah.
She cries a lot. Like it just happens, you know? Like I've never been around a Pisces girl before like Dom, but now I totally get it.
Yeah.
She really is an emotional person. She just feels it all and things just bring out the waterworks.
Wow.
I think it's really cool though because I'm not like
I
that.
can't.
Oh, same.
Like nothing.
Like I don't even cry when I'm watching movies anymore.
Even if I'm like something really bad's happened, I want to like bawl. Like I want to bawl my eyes out. I'm like, no, nothing's there.
yeah. Or sometimes if it's like a really sad moment, I laugh.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like I think it's gonna sound morbid, but like even when like my grandparents have passed away, I don't think I've cried. I'm just not a crier.
I used to be a crier. I think that's changed. I don't know. I feel like things that I've been through in the past 2 years have definitely given me thicker skin. But also I just think like the older I am now and the more that I've been through, when something bad happens that should upset me, I'm just like, oh, fuck it, I'll move on.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit the same. I'm like, well, you know, can't win them all.
Yeah. Or it's like there's worse things in life. There's worse things that are happening right now, you know?
Yep.
I think that's what's just gotten me over a lot of things. So now I'm just very much like, oh, there's worse.
Yeah.
And so I don't cry.
Yeah. I think that's all right. I don't
don't-
think there's anything wrong with us.
I don't think there's anything wrong with us.
Probably not.
But I don't know anything about Capricorns.
So I'm pretty sure, and don't come at me if I'm wrong,
Don't come at her.
but
Because people are really, really invested in star
when I
signs.
have looked up what a Capricorn is, I think maybe I used to be a lot more, but I also might just be like kidding myself. I think maybe I am pretty Capricorn, but it's like headstrong, like a little bit like uptight, a little bit like rigid.
You're very chill.
Like really, but I feel like I used to be really uptight about just things.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I feel like you're super chill and that could be the north side in you.
I've only been Northside for like 10 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, my best friend's only been there for like 4 or 5 and she's pretty north.
I think maybe after moving out of home, sorry mum, but maybe that just kind of chilled me out a bit.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah.
So I only moved out of home probably around 6 months ago.
Yeah, right.
Like I was out of home, then I went back home and X, Y, and Z. But I feel like since I've moved out of home, I could agree. I'm not as bitchy.
Bitchy. I was
a
so
bitch.
bitchy.
I was a bitch. When I was living at home, I was such a bitch. I was like
Yeah,
grumpy
like
at everyone.
Just like I would just like wake up angry at
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah. So that's definitely, I've chilled out now.
Well, it just goes to show it was time to get out of home.
Yep.
And like you are a perfect age to get out. I probably was a little bit on the older side.
Maybe.
I would say I was probably a little on the elder side, but it was good because, you know, COVID happened, lockdown happened.
Yeah.
And as well, it was while MAFS was airing. So I had my family to support me and be there for me
Yeah, for sure.
during that absolute manic of a crazy time.
Crazy time.
But I think, you know, I really wanted to have you on the podcast today because, 2023 for Sit With Us, we wanted to start getting guests on and we don't really know where to start. Dom and I started this podcast fresh off maths. We were just like, we love to talk, we love to chat.
Yep.
Let's share our life and what's going on. And it has been so cool meeting new people, being able to network and meet like-minded people. And I know when I met you last time and we did the pottery, I was like to Edward, who is our mutual friend, okay, this chick is actually so sick.
Aww.
I was like, she's so cool because, and I say this all the time on the podcast and to people in this industry now, in the social media world, it is so rare and hard to meet people who are actually genuine and who actually like are listening to what you do and actually see that you are trying to, actually work still and have some kind of goal from the experience. I said that to Edward. I was like, I think she's great. Like, I think she's awesome. And I'm like all about
So nice.
people that start businesses. Like, I'm all about that hustle and I respect it and I appreciate it. And I think because you're younger as well and you're, clearly so gorgeous and so great at what she does, I feel like I'm the mum. Whenever I meet girls, I'm like, younger girls.
Maybe older sister.
Okay. I'll take
The older sister vibes.
Okay,
So
we'll take
maybe
the
not-
older sister
maybe
vibes.
not mum vibes.
I'm not a mum just yet, even though I've got like fur babies now. Maybe they're making me feel older.
Yeah, maybe. You're very, very domesticated
I am.
right
I'm
now.
such a
with
mum
this
now.
These little cats running around.
I'm just taking on that, if there's ever a time where you would need something or, you're in a situation or you want advice or you need help because for me, since coming into this world, I only had a couple of people do the same for me who had the blue ticks and who were in the public figure eye and, understand the transition and the change. But I think you're handling yourself pretty goddamn well. And I think you're absolutely killing it. And I love what your business is about. Are you getting really awkward?
No.
Can you not take it? It's nice though.
It's so nice.
It's so nice to hear someone say something really nice, about what you're doing and who you are and what you do.
Thank you.
We don't necessarily know each other on like a super deep level, but we're both really open people.
Yeah. Can talk for days.
Exactly. Like we could both talk about anything. We're probably, could overshare as well. But Silk, it has been an absolute pleasure having you sitting with us.
Having me. It was so fun.
And where can they find you on TikTok?
Silk Cartwright.
Check her out on Instagram, on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast today. And Silk, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
So fun. Bye.
Woohoo!
Yay.